He's here. Now, broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, my friends. This is Mark Levin. Our number, 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. Ladies and gentlemen, some videos, some photographs are making their way to the United States on what's going on in Iran. And I want you to think about something. Many of us have college-age kids or high school-age kids. The Iranian secret police and their Republican Guard, and according to the Jerusalem Post, there's some anecdotal evidence that Hamas and Hezbollah are being shipped into Iran to crack heads. They are brutalizing these kids. In some cases, they are flat out murdering them and dragging them out of their homes. 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids, 15-year-old kids. 3 or 4 thugs holding them down, slitting their throats, murdering these kids. And our president barely says anything. You know, this can be spun 1,000 ways by the left, but it doesn't make it right. We need to speak out as a nation. We need our president to speak out and condemn this much more aggressively. Because I saw one video, it turned my stomach. I had to shut it off. Of some poor college-age kid, young man being held down. I mean, the inhumanity is unbelievable. These barbarians are unbelievable. And I am really, I am so frustrated with this president, you have no idea. No, we don't need to send in the Air Force or the Marines or our Navy. I'm not talking about that. But at least acknowledge their movement, acknowledge what they're trying to do. You see, others have said it today, and I'll add my voice to this. Ronald Reagan, Poland, and other parts of the Eastern Bloc, he not only spoke out for these forces of liberty, but more than any modern president, he helped initiate them. He took strategic steps to bring down these various tyrannies. Obama embraces them. He wants to talk to them. He wants to negotiate with them like we're equals. We're not equals. This is an illegitimate regime that is exporting terrorism, brutalizing its own people, importing Hamas and Hezbollah, reportedly, to beat up its own people. This is a terrorist regime, terrorizing anybody who disagrees with it. Don't tell me there's nothing we can do. Again, we have the example of Reagan. We have the example of Reagan as President of the United States speaking out repeatedly and forcefully in support of the freedom movements and doing whatever he could short of direct war to help them. And we should be doing exactly the same thing. Not only is it in our own geopolitical and national security interests, but the humanity, folks, the humanity of this. Barack Obama travels the world dumping on this nation. It's so disgusting. Embracing the wrong people, pandering to them. And this is what we get. He says hope and change. Does he really mean it? No, he doesn't. He's not on the side of hope and change in Iran and Cuba and Venezuela. No, not in the least. He panders to the tyrants. And so we will have tyrants to deal with. it's so disgusting watching these secret police and these military guys in Iran beat the crap out of these kids. It sticks in my throat. And kill them, execute some of them, and throw them out of buildings, apparently. Tough guys. But we can deal with them, right? We're not going to meddle. Now, we only meddle in Israel. We're not going to meddle here. No. Anyway, we need to put a human face on what's going on there because of the inhumanity of it. You'll get your best reporting on the internet from certain bloggers, other sites like Facebook and Twitter. I would encourage you to use the technology that's available to you right at your fingertips to read what's going on, to see what's going on. And to understand that there's, in my humble opinion, about to be a real bloodbath. This president doesn't even take the matter to the UN. The feckless, hapless UN. Nothing. It's always about him. Everything comes down to him. I this, I that. I want this, I want that. I'm in a hurry. It's just amateur hour. And yet, the world is a damn dangerous place. And even here at home, amateur hour again. What have we now seen in the last week? Actually, the last few days. The Democrats aren't sure how to nationalize health care. They're just sure they're going to do it. The Congressional Budget Office issues numbers showing that it is a massive new entitlement expense which is not paid for and frankly cannot be paid for. They issued another report that's been underreported, which says that the so-called $2 trillion in savings in the private sector, there are no $2 trillion in savings in the private sector. And the numbers are all rigged, and there's no way to put it together. And yet Obama, a month or 6 weeks ago, he said he got a commitment for $2 trillion in savings, despite the fact that some of the people who were at the meeting said, we never said that. Obama lies. He doesn't care if we can pay for this. He doesn't care if we can pay for his budgets. He doesn't care if we can pay for his energy program. He wants to institute this stuff and force you to change your lifestyle. Force you to become poorer. Force you to give up some of your private property. Force you to work more and more for the government. He wants to force this on you so you have no choice. And he wants to tie the hands of future presidents, future federal governments, to compel the result that he wants, even though he is a temporary political figure, as are all political figures. He wants to institutionalize his agenda in the very fabric of this nation so it cannot be reversed. Now, this is what the statist has always wanted, but this statist is having great help from the radical left that controls both houses of Congress. But there are a few gaps. And first of all, I want to thank you, the people in this audience, who a few days ago when I asked you during the Levin surge to contact this Senator Baucus's office, you did. You did. We not only talk the talk here, we try to get involved in some activism. We don't overdo it, because if you overdo it, people get tired of it. Both those who are making the contacts and those who are contacted. But when an issue is crucial and the timing is right, we move. I don't wait for anybody else.